Hello my dear students, my name is Hanmant Kadwa. Welcome to Vision Academy. In this video we are going to solve Karnataka State SSLC exercise 4.1 or CBSE class 10 exercise 10.1. Question number 1. How many tangents can a circle have? Let us write the solution for the given problem. A circle can have any number of tangents, or we can write infinite number of tangents. Now let us move on to second question. Fill in the blanks. Roman number 1. A tangent to a circle intersect it in dash, point or points. A tangent to the circle always touches only one point. Let us draw a circle. If I want to draw a tangent, it always touches only one point. Here the answer for this question is 1 point. Now let us move on to Roman number 2. A line intersecting a circle in 2 points is called a dash. So here let us draw a circle and a straight line that passing through the 2 points. Let us consider A and B. So such line is called as a secant. Now let us move on to Roman number 3. A circle can have dash pair of parallel tangents at the most. Here we can draw one pair or infinite pair of parallel tangents at the most. Once we consider a circle, we can draw one pair of parallel lines, and even we can draw infinite pair of parallel lines. Now let us move on to Roman number 4. The common point of a tangent to a circle and the circle is called the point of contact. Here in the first figure you can see a circle drawn with the tangent and this point. Let us write this one as P. So this point is called as point of contact. Now we'll move on to question number 3. A tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 centimeter meets a line through the center O at a point Q so that OQ is equal to 12 centimeter. Length PQ is. Now let us draw a circle with the center O and let us draw the point of contact to the tangent. Let us write this one as P and join OQ. So OQ is 12 centimeter and OP, that is radius, is 5 centimeter, which is given in the question. Now let us solve. Here OP is perpendicular to PQ. Therefore, by using Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of opposite square plus hypotenuse square. Here we will write 12 square is equal to 5 square plus PQ square. Now let us write 12 square is equal to 144 is equal to 5 square is 25 plus PQ square. Now transform this 25 from RHS to LHS. It will become PQ square is equal to 144 minus 25. So here PQ square is equal to 144 minus 25 gives us 119, and transform this square from LHS to RHS, it will become square root. Here PQ is equal to square root of 119. So here the correct answer is option D. Now let us move on to question number 4. Draw a circle and two lines parallel to a given line such that one is a tangent and the other is a secant to the circle. Here let us draw a circle. The given line, let us consider this one as XY, and we have to draw two parallel lines in such a way that one is tangent to the circle. So tangent always passes through a single point to the circle. This is the tangent, and another is the secant, which passes through at 2 points. So let us consider this point of contact as P, and these two intersecting points are called as A and B. So this is secant and this one is tangent. Karnataka State SSLC exercise 4.2 or CBSE class 10 exercise 10.2. In question 1, 2, 3, choose the correct option and give justification. Question number 1. From a point Q, the length of the tangent to a circle is 24 cm and the distance of Q from the center is 25 cm. The radius of the circle is, there are 4 options they have given: A 7 cm, B 12 cm, C 15 cm and D 24.5 cm. Now let us write the justification in the form of solution for this given problem. So according to the question, so let us draw a circle and one tangent whose external point is Q and it is touching to the circle at point P, and O is the center of the circle, and join both OP. So this one will become the radius. The distance of PQ is 24 cm and the point Q at a distance from the center of the circle O is 25 cm. Now we have drawn the right angled triangle. According to the Pythagoras theorem, we can write OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square. Here OQ is 25 whole square is equal to OP square, right as it is, because we need to determine the value of OP, that is the radius of the circle. Now PQ is 24 square. So 25 square is 625 is equal to OP square plus 24 square gives us 576. Now transform this 576 from RHS to LHS. It will become OP square is equal to 625 minus 576. Here OP square is equal to 625 minus 576 gives us 49. Now OP is equal to, transform this square from LHS to RHS, it will become square root of 49. Now OP is equal to 49 is a perfect square. So once we take it out from the square root, it will become 7. So here OP is equal to 7 cm and the right option is A. In question 1, 2, 3, choose the correct option and give justification. Question number 2. In figure, if TP and TQ are two tangents to a circle with center O, so that angle POQ is equal to 110 degree, then angle PTQ is equal to option A 60 degree, option B 70 degree, option C 80 degree, and option D is equal to 90 degree. Now let us write the solution for the given problem. Here we will write POQT is a quadrilateral. In quadrilateral, angle POQ plus angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree. Here POQ is already given, that is POQ is 110 degree, plus we need to find PTQ. So here angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree. Now transform this 110 from LHS to RHS, it will become angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree minus 110 degree. So therefore angle PTQ is equal to 180 minus 110 is 70 degree. Here the right option is B. In question 1 to 3, choose the correct option and give justification. Question number 3, if tangents PA and PB from a point P to a circle with center O are inclined to each other at an angle of 80 degree, then angle POA is equal to option A 50, option B 60, option C 70 and option D 80 degrees they have given. So now let us find the solution for the given problem. Let us draw a circle with two tangents from the point P. Let us write them as A and B and join them from the center of the circle. Here the inclined angle is 80 degree. They have asked us to find angle POA, that is center of the circle is O. So angle POA, that is half of this angle. Now let us write PAOB is a quadrilateral. Angle BPA plus angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. Here BPA, that is BPA is 80 degree. Here we'll write 80 degree plus angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. Now transform this 80 from LHS to RHS. It will become angle AOB is equal to 180 degree minus 80 degree. Therefore, angle AOB is equal to 180 minus 80 is 100 degree. Now, we will write angle POA because we need to find the angle POA. Angle POA is equal to half of the angle AOB. Just because we need to find POA, that's the reason it is half of AOB. Here POB is equal to half of AOB is 100 into 100. So 2 ones are 2 50s are. So it will become 50 degree. So therefore angle POA is equal to 50 degree. Here option A is the correct answer. Question number 4. Prove that the tangents drawn at the ends of a diameter of a circle are parallel. So let us draw a circle with two tangents drawn at the ends. Let us name them as PQ and RS, and O is the center of the circle and the point of contacts of these tangents are A and B. Here let us write the solution for the given problem. Given O is the center of the circle, AB is the diameter, PQ and RS are the tangents drawn at A and B. Therefore, OA is perpendicular to PQ and OB is perpendicular to RS because radius drawn to a tangent at a point of contact is perpendicular. So therefore, angle OAP is equal to angle OBS. So here angle OAP is equal to angle OBS, that is 90 degree only. So here is equal to 90 degree. But these angles are a pair of alternate angles. Hence, PQ is parallel to RS. Hence the proof. Question number 5. Prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. Now let us write the solution for the given problem. Let us draw a circle with center A, and let us draw a tangent called PQ, which touches at the point of contact R, and AR is the radius. Now let A be the center of the circle, PQ is the tangent, R is the point of contact. Now let us consider a point B which is not a center and perpendicular to the tangent at R. So let us take one point called B, draw the line to the point of contact R. Therefore, angle BRQ is equal to 90 degree. But we know that radius at the point of contact drawn to the tangent is perpendicular to the tangent. So here angle ARQ is equal to 90 degree. Here both the angles ARQ is equal to angle BRQ is equal to 90 degree. Now BR and AR has to coincide. So coincide with each other. Hence BR passes through the center of the circle. Question number 6. The length of a tangent from a point A at a distance 5 cm from the center of the circle is 4 cm. Find the radius of the circle. Let us find the solution for the given problem. Here let us draw a circle with center O, and let us draw a tangent from the point, let us say A, and join AB and OA. In the figure, O is the center of the circle and AB is the tangent at the point of contact B. Now OB is perpendicular to AB. So therefore we got the right angle triangle OBA. By Pythagoras theorem, we can write hypotenuse square is equal to sum of squares of adjacent side and opposite side. So that is OA square is equal to AB square plus OB square. So here we need to find out OB square because we need to find the radius of the circle. Now let us transform this OB from RHS to LHS. Otherwise we'll just transform this AB square from RHS to LHS. Now it will become OB square is equal to OA square minus AB square. So here OA square is, let us write OA square is 5 centimeter and this OB is 4 centimeter. OA square is 5 square minus AB square is 4 square. Here 5 square is 5 5s are 25 minus 4 4s are 16. Now OB square is equal to 25 minus 16 is 9, and transform this square from LHS to RHS, it will become square root. OB is equal to square root of 9. So 9 is a perfect square of 3. So OB is equal to 3. So therefore we can say radius of this circle is 3 centimeter. Question number 7. Two concentric circles are of radii 5 centimeter and 3 centimeter. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Let us find the solution for the given problem. Let us draw two concentric circles. With the same center O, and the diameter of the smaller circle is 3 centimeter, and let us draw a chord which is a tangent to the smaller circle called AB, and here the point of contact, let us take P. Join OA, and this is 5 centimeter as per the question. Next, here we will write two concentric circles. Have their centers. O, AB is the tangent at P to the smaller circle. OP is the radius. Here OP is perpendicular to AB, and also we can write AP is equal to PB. In triangle OAP, by Pythagoras theorem, we can write OA square is equal to OP square plus AP square. Here we need to find AP square. So let us transform this OP square from RHS to LHS. Now it will become AP square is equal to OA square minus OP square. Here AP square is equal to OA square is 5 square minus OP square is 3 square. Here AP square is equal to 5 5s are 25 minus 3 to the power 3 3s are 9. Here we'll write AP square is equal to 25 minus 9 gives us 16, and let us transform this square from LHS to RHS. It will become square root. AP is equal to square root of 16. So 16 is a perfect square of 4. So here AP is equal to 4 centimeter. But here AB is equal to 2 times AP, because AP is equal to PB. If I want to find the length of AB, then AP plus PB gives us AB. So that's the reason 2 times of AP. So here we can write AB is equal to 2 times AP is 4. So which is equal to 8. 2 4s are 8 centimeter. Question number 8. A quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle as shown in the figure. Prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Now let us find the solution for the given problem, or else we can say proof of this problem. In the figure we can say AB, BC, CD and AD are the tangents to the circle at P, Q, R and S respectively. Now let us take LHS, that is left hand side, is equal to AB plus CD. So here the length AB can be represented as AP plus PB. Here we'll write AP plus PB plus CD can be represented as CR plus RD. CR plus RD. But AP is equal to AS, PB is equal to BQ and CR is equal to CQ and RD is equal to DS. It is just because tangents drawn from the external point are equal. Therefore, we will take the LHS. We can consider AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. Rearrange the terms. AS plus DS plus BQ plus CQ. Here AS plus DS is AS plus DS is AD. AD plus BQ plus CQ. Here BQ plus CQ gives us BC. So here AD plus BC is RHS. So AD plus BC is equal to RHS. Therefore, we have proved LHS is equal to RHS. Question number 9. In the figure, XY and X dash Y dash are two parallel tangents to a circle with center O and another tangent AB with the point of contact C intersecting XY at A and X dash Y dash at B. Prove that angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Now let us find the solution for the given problem. Here in the figure, XY and X dash Y dash are the parallel lines. O is the center of the circle and AB is the tangent which is touching at the point C. Now let us join OC. In triangle POA and triangle COA, AP is equal to AC, because tangents from an external point are equal. PO is equal to QO because the radii of the same circle. Here AO is the common side. So according to SSS congruency rule, that is side 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 congruency rule, therefore we can write triangle POA is congruent to triangle COA. It is because of SSS congruence rule. Therefore angle POA is equal to angle COA. Similarly, triangle QOB is congruent to triangle COB. Now, therefore, angle QOB is equal to angle COB. Let us consider this one as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. Here we know that PQ is the diameter of the circle. Let us write angle POA is added with angle COA added with angle COB added with angle QOB, which is equal to 180 degree. Now substitute 1 and 2 in equation 3. So now let us consider this one as 3. We get, in place of POA you can substitute COA. So here we'll write angle COA plus angle COA plus, in place of QOB you can substitute COB. Here we'll write COB plus angle COB, which is equal to 180 degree. COA plus COA gives us 2 times angle COA plus COB plus angle COB gives us 2 times angle COB, which is equal to 180 degree. Now let us take 2 as common out. So we remain with, inside the bracket, angle COA plus angle COB, which is equal to 180 degree. Now transform this 2 from LHS to RHS. Angle COA plus angle COB is equal to 180 degree divided by 2. 2 ones are 2, 90s are 180. So here angle COA plus COB is equal to 90 degree. Here angle COA and COB forms AOB. Here we'll write angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Hence the proof. Question number 10. Prove that the angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the points of contact at the center. Now let us find the solution. So as per the question, so let us draw a circle with the center O and let us draw two tangents from an external point P. Here PA and PB are the tangents, OA and OB is the radius. So here OA is perpendicular to the tangent AP and even OB is perpendicular to the tangent PB. Here PA is tangent. Now therefore we can write OA is perpendicular to PA. Therefore angle OAP is equal to 90 degree. Similarly, we can write OB is perpendicular to PB. Therefore angle OBP is equal to 90 degree. AOBP is a quadrilateral. Angle AOB plus angle APB plus angle OAP plus angle OBP is equal to 360 degree. So here both of these two angles together form 180 degree. We can write angle AOB plus angle APB plus 180 degree is equal to 360 degree. Now let us transform this 180 from LHS to RHS. Now it will become AOB plus angle APB is equal to 360 degree minus 180 degree. So this gives us angle AOB plus angle APB is equal to 180 degree. Question number 11. Prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. Let us find the solution for the given problem. Let us draw a parallelogram circumscribed with the circle. ABCD is a parallelogram and it is circumscribed with a circle and which is touching at P, Q, R and S. Here we can write ABCD is a parallelogram. Its sides are tangents touching at points P, Q, R and S. So we need to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. Here we'll write AB is equal to DC and AD is equal to BC because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Now we will write AB plus DC. So here AB is what? AB can be written as AP plus PB. AP plus PB plus DC is DR plus RC. DR plus RC. We know that AP is equal to AS, PB is equal to BQ and DR is equal to DS and RC is equal to CQ. So all these are because of tangents drawn from an external point are equal. Therefore, we can write AB plus DC is equal to AS plus BQ plus DS plus CQ. Here we'll write AB plus DC is equal to, rearrange the terms, AS plus DS plus BQ plus CQ. Here AB plus DC can be written as 2 times AB is equal to AS plus DS. So that is AS plus DS is AD. Directly we can write this one as AD plus BQ plus CQ is BC. This is because AB is equal to DC. Now we'll write 2AB is equal to AD plus BC is AD is equal to BC. We can write 2 times BC. It is because of AD is equal to BC. So here this two will get cancelled. We remain with AB is equal to BC. But AB is equal to DC and BC is equal to AD. Therefore, we can write AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD. So therefore, ABCD is a rhombus. Question number 12. A triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 cm such that the segments BD and DC into which BC is divided by the point of contact D are of lengths 8 cm and 6 cm respectively as shown in the figure. Find the sides AB and AC. Now let us find the solution for the given problem. Here let us name the point of contact this as F and this point of contact as E and join CO, EO, AO, OF and OB. Here we will write CD is equal to CE is equal to 6 cm and BD is equal to BF is equal to 8 cm. This is because tangents from external point are equal. So now let us consider AE is equal to X centimeter and AF is equal to X centimeter. Here AE is X and AF is X centimeter. Now we know that perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to AB plus BC plus AC. Here we will write AB is 8 plus X plus BC is 6 plus 8 plus AC is 6 plus X. Here 8 plus 6 plus 8 plus 6 gives us 28 plus X is 2X. Therefore side S is equal to half of perimeter, which gives us 1 by 2 into perimeter is, if I take 2 common outside of this, we remain with 14 because 14 to the 28 plus X inside the bracket as it is, this 2 will get cancelled. Therefore S is equal to 14 plus X. Now we will write area of triangle ABC is equal to, we know this general formula, square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Now let us substitute the values of S, A, B and C. We have already determined the value of S, that is 14 plus X. Now let us write here S is 14 plus X. Next we will write 14 plus X minus 14, that is side A. Next S is 14 plus X minus B is 8 plus x, or 6 plus x we can write. Next into s is 14 plus x minus of 6 plus x is c. So whole square root we can write. Now let us simplify this 14. This 14 will get cancelled and we will multiply this minus sign inside of the bracket in both of these two expressions. So now we will write 14 plus x into this x remains as it is. Next inside of the bracket we'll write 14 plus x and multiply this minus inside of the bracket. Now it will become minus 8 minus x into 14 plus x minus 6 minus x whole square root. Here this plus x minus x and this plus x minus x will get cancelled. Now we remain with 14 plus x into 14 minus 8 gives us 6. Next 14 minus 6 gives us 8. Right? Square root. Here we will write 14 plus x into 6 into 8. 8 6 are 48. 48 into x into 14 plus x whole square root. So we can also write 48 as 16 into 3x. 16 3s are 48. 16 is a perfect square. We will bring this 16 outside the square root. So now it will become 4 4s are 16. So 4 will come outside of the square root, and inside of the square root we remain with 3x into 14 plus x. Here area of ABC is 4 square root of 3x into 14 plus x. Now we'll write area of triangle AOC is equal to half of base into height. Base is AC into height is OE, which gives us 1 by 2 into, here AC is x plus 6 into OE is 4 because radius 2 1s are 2 2s are. Here we remain with, we can multiply this one inside of the bracket. It will become 2x plus 2 6 are 12. Next we will write area of triangle BOC is equal to 1 by 2 half into base is BC into OD is the height. So half into BC is 14 into height is OD 44. So 2 1s are 2 7s are. So 7 4s are 28. Now we'll write area of triangle AOB is equal to half of base into height. Base is AB and height is OF is equal to 1 by 2 into x plus 8 into 4. Here it will get divided by 2 1s are 2 2s are 4, and if I multiply this 2 inside the bracket it will become 2x plus 8 2s are 16. So here we'll write, therefore area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle AOC plus area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle AOB. Here area of triangle AOC, that is ABC, is 4 square root of 3x into 14 plus x is equal to area of triangle AOC is 2x plus 12 plus area of triangle BOC is 28 plus area of triangle AOB is 2x plus 16. Now let us simplify. 4 square root of 3x into 14 plus x is equal to, here 2x plus 2x is 4x plus 12 plus 28 plus 16 gives us 56. Now we'll take common out from this as 4, that is 4 square root of 3x into 14 plus x is equal to, 4 is common and inside of the bracket we remain with x plus 14 4s are 56. So here inside of the bracket we remain with 14 and here this 4 and this 4 will get cancelled. By squaring on both sides we get 3x, because the square and square root will get cancelled. 3x into 14 plus x is equal to, here x plus 14 whole square. Now multiply this 3x inside of the bracket. Now it will become 3 14s are 42x plus 3x into x is 3x square is equal to, so this is in the form of a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab form. So here we'll write x square plus 28x plus 196. Now transform these terms from RHS to LHS. Now it will become 3x square minus x square plus 42x minus 28x and minus 196 is equal to 0. Now let us simplify. 3x square minus x square is 2x square plus 42x minus 28x gives us 14x minus 196 is equal to 0. So let us divide this equation by 2. We remain with x square plus 2 7s are 14, x minus 196 divided by 2 gives us 98 is equal to 0. Now we have to split this middle term in such a way that if I add two numbers I must get plus 7 and if I multiply the same two numbers I must get minus 98. Here we will split as x square plus 14x minus 7x minus 98 is equal to 0. Now let us take the common in both of these two terms, that is x is common. Inside of the bracket we remain with x plus 14 minus 7 is common, x plus 14 inside of the bracket which is equal to 0. Now we'll write x plus 14 x minus 7 is equal to 0. So here x is equal to minus 14 and x is equal to plus 7. Here we'll write or. Here we are not going to take the negative value of x, we'll take the positive value of x is equal to 7. We'll write here hence AC is equal to x plus 6, which is equal to x is 7 plus 6 is equal to 13 centimeter. Now we'll write AB is equal to x plus 8 is equal to x is 7 plus 8 is equal to 15 centimeter. Question number 13. Prove that the opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angles at the center of the circle. Let us write the solution for the given problem. So let us draw a quadrilateral. Circumscribing a circle the quadrilateral is A, B, C, D, which is touching at points P, Q, R and S. The circle with center O, and let us join OD, OC, OA and OB, and even join or draw the perpendiculars to these touching points. Here we will write ABCD is a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle with center O, OP, OQ, OR and OS are joined. In triangle ODS and triangle ODR, OS is equal to OR because radii of the same circle. Now SD is equal to RD because tangents from external points are equal. Now we'll write OD is the common side. Therefore, triangle ODS is congruent to triangle because of SSS congruence rule. Now we will write therefore angle 1 is equal to angle 8. Similarly, angle 2 is equal to angle 3, angle 4 is equal to angle 5 and angle 6 is equal to angle 7. We know that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 plus angle 7 plus angle 8 is equal to 360 degree. So here this is angle 1, angle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and this is 8. Here now we'll write angle 1 plus angle 8 group together plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 plus angle 7 is equal to 360 degree. Now here you can see the angle 1 is equal to angle 8. In place of angle 8 we are going to write angle 1. So angle 1 plus angle 1 plus, now you can see angle 3 is equal to angle 2. Here we will write angle 2 plus, and in place of angle 3 we will write angle 2. Next plus angle 4 is equal to angle 5. Here we will write angle 5 plus angle 5 plus, next we will write angle 7 is equal to angle 6. Here we will write angle 6 plus angle 6 is equal to 360 degree. Now angle 1 plus angle 1 is 2 angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 2 is 2 angle 2. Similarly 2 angle 5 plus 2 angle 6 is equal to 360 degree. Take out 2 as common. 2 angle of 1 plus angle of 2 plus 2 is common, angle of 5 plus angle of 6 is equal to 360 degree. Now we will write angle of 1 plus angle of 2 is DOC. So here we'll write 2 into angle of DOC plus 2 into angle 5 plus angle 6 is angle AOB is equal to 360 degree. Now transform this 2 from LHS to RHS, it will become divided by. So here we'll write angle DOC plus angle AOB is equal to 360 degree divided by 2, which is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, we can write angle AOD plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree.